Hey guys, it's Ash, and welcome to my 14th episode on my Road to Max Heroes and Town Hall 9. 2 months have passed since the start of this video series, and when I first started this journey, my king was level 12 and my queen was level 14, but my king is now going to level 20, and my queen's gonna be 22 tonight in about 10 hours. And if you want an idea of how much Dark Elixir I farmed since the start of the journey, I started with the 1 million Heroic Heist and now I have over 2.5 million. So I farmed over 1.5 million Dark Elixir in the last 2 months. So I'm doing pretty well. I currently have 132,000 Dark Elixir right now, which is enough to put my queen back on upgrade tonight. I'm also farming Dark Elixir to max out my hogs. And my Hog Rider is going to be level 5 in about 3 more weeks. And now since my heroes are going to be in their 20s now, I will have to now average farming around about 35,000 Dark Elixir per day. And without boosting, I can farm that much in around 4 hours, which for many people is a lot. But I do multitask, so it's not like all I'm doing is playing Clash for 4 hours a day. However, I just want to give you guys a heads up that with work and school, I won't be able to manage farming that much every day. So there will be many days where one of my heroes will be awake. And farming that much in 4 hours would mean that I would have to average around 10,000 Dark Elixir per hour without boosting or using heroes. And I'm going to upload many of my 2-hour session videos on my channel to show you guys how I hardcore farm live. But for this episode, I'm going to show you guys some of the usual attacks I do to make lots of Dark Elixir. Okay, first I'm going to give you guys a quick explanation of the attack method that I'm using, which consists of barbarians, archers, minions, and some wall breakers. And I'm going to start by removing these 2 collectors right here, and the reason I'm going to remove these 2 elixir collectors is to create space between these buildings right here, so that my troops can focus on the center and focus on going towards the direction of the Dark Elixir storage. And the reason that I'll be attacking from 3 o'clock is not because it's the shortest. The shortest is actually from the top right. That's the shortest direction towards the Dark Elixir storage. But I'm not going to attack from the top right because of the degree of difficulty of breaking inside. There are more structures on the left and right side. Town Hall has a lot of HP. It will pull some of my troops toward that direction. Not only that, breaking inside with wall breakers will be much more difficult, as even if I break inside this first junction right here, my wall breakers, the second pair, are not going to go after that. They're going to go straight for that compartment right there guarding the archer tower because it is closer. So it's more difficult attacking from the top right. So I'm just going to focus from the right section, as it's very easy to just break inside this junction right here and then break inside here because that's the next closest junction. And this compartment is enclosing the Dark Elixir storage. I'm going to place a heal spell right here because there are splash defenses guarding the Dark Elixir storage, and I do need healthy barbarians to get inside here and take the Dark Elixir storage. Also send out your barbarians and archers in waves because you don't want to send all of them inside because there could be a giant bomb right here in this empty space. Also test for any possible giant bombs outside the base. Okay, so I'm going to start by sending out barbarians and archers on the elixir collectors and then on the other structures on the center, and also send out 2 wall breakers while the defenses are distracted. So open up the first layer, and now I can send out more barbarians and archers. I'm going to send them in waves, test for any giant bombs in the empty space. No giant bombs, great. And now send in more barbarians and place that heal spell to keep them healthy from the wizard tower and level 6 mortar splash damages. And also open up the second compartment. And now since I have my barbarians inside that compartment, there's nothing the defenses can do now, as I have lots of barbarians and archers, so that's going to easily get me the Dark Elixir storage. I also sent out clan castle troops just for safety, because you want to be safe when breaking inside a base like this. Okay, here we have a Town Hall 8 Southern Teaser base, which is very rare. But I'm going to show you that this base is going to be pretty ineffective against an attack like this. Just send out your troops from the top. The mortars are very weak, level 5 mortars, so they are not going to be able to take out my archers. Here I use the poison spell not to take out the balloons, but to slow them down. Poison spell not only weakens clan castle troops, but they also slow them down. So balloons are already slow, so if you can use a poison spell on them, you can slow them even more and allow your air attacking troops to take them out pretty easily. I could have used a heal spell here, but I realized, since the mortars are level 5, they're not going to take out my archers anyway, so it's going to be pretty easy to get the Dark Elixir storage. So always conserve your spells. Don't use them if you don't need to. And here I also got some gold storage and elixir storages as well. And that was great. Did not expect that, but he does have very weak splash defenses, so that just allowed my barbarians and archers to get a lot of resource from this base, like 500,000 in total and over 1,200 Dark Elixir. Also note that I did this with an incomplete army. I only had about 150 troops and I got all of this resource. Now, I had my Archer Queen for a day, so I decided to do some raids with Giants just to show you guys how effective Giants are with the Archer Queen, because Giants are able to tank for her and keep her safe while she breaks inside the base. Here I'm going to send out my Barbarians and Archers, open up the first layer as the defenses are distracted, send out my Giants, and right behind the Giants I'm going to send out my Archer Queen. So all those defenses are now going to be distracted by the Giants while my Queen is safe. And here with the heal spell, I'm going to keep my Barbarians safe and also keep my Giants at full health. So yeah, this is going to be pretty easy actually. Even though the defenses are pretty strong, we have level 6 mortars and level 6 wizard towers. They're really not going to do much to Giants, while the point defenses and everything else are also distracted. As you guys can see, the Giants are distracting all the defenses and also tanking. The Archer Queen easily got the Dark Elixir storage, and she's still at full health because the Giants are keeping her safe. And this is why Giants are excellent with the Archer Queen. They're not very good with Barbarians and Archers because they can't really protect the Barbarians and Archers. As you guys can see, all the Barbarians and Archers are practically done, while the Giants are still going with the Archer Queen. Okay, so against this base, I'm going to start by removing those 2 army camps to create that space, so I can have my Barbarians and Archers focus on the center now. So now I'm going to also test for Giant Bombs, no Giant Bombs. Send out my Giants now, spread them out, because you do want to distract all those point defenses there. And now I'm going to send in more Archers, and I still have 83 Archers left. I'm not going to send them all out yet. I have to test for inner bombs right there. There was a Giant Bomb right there. Now I can send in more Archers and also wall breakers with that rage spell to open up those walls. Send out my Archer Queen right after the Giants are inside so they can tank for her. And here also break inside there with the wall breakers, and now my Archer Queen's just going to easily go inside. So yeah, all those point defenses that were on the outside were distracted by the Giants and taken care of, while the inside is full of splash defenses like mortars and air defenses, which can't really do much. So these types of bases are very ideal for Giants with Barge, because the core of the bases can't really do much damage to your Giants or even your Archer Queen, because the Archer Queen does have lots of HP. Okay, against this base, we have lots of Dark Elixir inside the drills and storage, so I'm going to have to spread out my Barbarians and Archers a lot here to get those drills and the storage. And with that raid spell, going to send out wall breakers, and at the same time, the raid spell is going to assist my Barbarians Archers, and also send out my Giants, and right behind the Giants, send out my Queen, and the rest of my Archers behind. And here you can see that my Giants are protecting my Queen behind them, but he does have level 6 mortars. They're going to take out my Archers in one shot, and Giants just can't protect your Archers. So this is why it's so important to have an Archer Queen if you're going to attack with an army composition consisting of Giants with Barbarians and Archers, because you need the Archer Queen to attack behind them. As you can see, the only troops that are left right now are basically the Giants and the Archer Queen. If I did not have my Archer Queen, I probably would not have been able to get the Dark Elixir storage. Okay, lastly, I'm going to share this attack against the Town Hall 10 base. He has a lot of Dark Elixir, but it is guarded by the Multi-Inferno and level 6 Wizard Tower and Mortar. But they are exposed, so that's going to make things easier. I want to remove that gold mine to create space so I can have my troops focus on the center towards the Dark Elixir storage. And here I can just use 2 to 3 fingers and send out all my barbarians and archers at once, and use a raid spell, as that's gonna overwhelm the defenses. Even though multi-infernals can target 5 troops at once, I just have too many barbarians and archers. And also with that raid spell, open up that layer with my wall breakers, and that raid spell is just gonna easily allow my troops to feast on the dark elixir storage. Didn't really need that dragon, but thanks to whoever donated me it. Okay, so that will be it for this episode. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Later.